Guys, I wanted to record a beachy wavy hair tutorial today. I have actually been looking, for a way to get beachy waves for a very long time, and it was actually the very first tutorial that I ever looked up here on YouTube, and so I kind of wanted to make one of my own. I know there's about 1 million of these. It's a very popular hairstyle, but I just kind of wanted to make one of my own and just explain all of the ways that I've tried to get beachy waves and which ones have really worked for me and which ones, haven't. And so that way you could have a variety of options to kind of choose from. And so hopefully this will help you. So I'll start with the first one I tried, and I actually did this for about a 1.5 years every single night. And so what I would do is I would go to bed, and this is kind of the braiding technique. I would go to bed and I would take a shower first, and while my hair was still wet, or kind of damp, I would braid it, and I would create 2 braids coming down. And what I would do is I'd actually start right up here, right at my part, and I would braid pretty much as high up as I could get, just regular 3 braids, and then I would come down and I would continue and just kind of take that first braid that was up here and kind of put it in one, and I would create, just pretty loose braids. You want these as loose as possible, just like this. And then I would go to sleep, and I would sleep on them all night, and when I woke up, all I would have to do is take these out, let it go, and there would be my waves. And the problem that I had with it was that the waves were just getting too crimpy at the bottom, and it was just super crimpy rather than the natural, waves that I wanted. And also, another problem I had with it, it's a really good tutorial if I kind of still do this sometimes. If I have to be up, very early, before like 6 a.m. or something, I will do that because I just have to take it out and go, and I'm done. Don't have to do any heat or anything. However, if you plan on doing that every day, it might be a problem, just because I found after about a 1.5 years, my hair got so flat just because it could not expand anymore when it was drying, and I lost a ton of volume. And so I kind of stopped that way. I still do it occasionally, and it does work for sure. It just, there's some flaws to it. Another way I tried that I didn't quite like was using one of these guys. This is just a tool from Revlon, and it's a clamp. It's called like a waver or something. 3-barrel clamp waver. And what you're supposed to do is just put your hair through like this, let it sit, move down, and do it again. The problem I had with, and so it's very easy to use and everything, the problem that I had with this tool was that it took very, very, very long time, because, I don't know, it didn't get as hot, I think, as probably some of the upper level tools and everything, higher end tools, and so I would pretty much have to sit here like this forever, it seemed like, and then, probably about a good 20 seconds or so, and then move down to get the kind of curls that I want. So it just took too long, and I also found, at these kind of like end parts of my hair where it gets thinner, it would really just crimp these guys up, and it wasn't very the natural waves that I wanted as well. And so this is a tool I really don't use a lot. It didn't quite work for me, but however, if you would like to try it out, and if you're actually looking for more of that crimpy look as opposed to the waves, this would probably be a good tool for you. Scrunching is another method I would try if you haven't heard of this. Let me grab my mousse really fast. This is the mousse that I use, just like a suave mousse, and what you're supposed to do is while your hair is damp, after you've taken a shower, is you're just supposed to apply some mousse and just go like this, just scrunch it into your hair. You can also flip your hair over and just scrunch it up. And I saw some great tutorials on it, and it sounded really interesting. However, for me, that method, it just made my hair extremely frizzy, and it looked frizzy, it looked unmanaged pretty much, and it just looked kind of dirty and like, not really very professional. And I really, I'm trying to get, you know, more of a professional look. And so that it just always looked kind of frizzy and messy and just too messy for me. And so that's a tutorial. I mean, if you want like a really like kind of, you know, hobo look or something, you know, like just like a grunge look, that might be a really good one for you to try. All you do is, yeah, just mousse, scrunch, that's it. Like, so, I mean, you may want to try that if you're going for that kind of look. However, I will move on to two of my favorite ones that have actually worked for me and that I've really, really liked. And so I actually have them in my hair right now. So this one, let me start on this side right here. So this side, what I do is I pretty much wave my hair with a curling iron, or sorry, a straightening iron. And all you do is, it's really hard to explain. It took me a while to kind of get it to, but pretty much I'm just going to get a strand, run it through once just to kind of heat up the hair, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to twist it all the way to the top, go down, and then completely twist it as far as I can the other way and go down, completely twist it as far as the other way as I can, go down, and then for the ends I always go straight down so that they don't, you know, do anything funky. And as you can see, it's kind of created, hope you guys can see this, it's kind of just created a really, really nice wave right here. And these waves, as you can tell, are a lot straighter. So if you have naturally straight hair and you're kind of just wanting a little curve or something to your hair, this might be a really, really good tutorial for you, or a really good tool for you, just because it does create just a slight wave. And however, it's not like, definitely not on the curly side, a lot more on the straight side. And so, and if you do have like a higher end straightening iron that gets hotter, your curls, you know, will probably be a little bit better. I really like this, and I actually still do use it. For me, it does take a while, and so for me, if I was to do every single strand of my hair, it would, you know, take a while because it just takes some thought to kind of get it down and everything. But other than that, it's not a big deal. I still use it, you know, once in a while. And yeah, I just really like it. I think it's kind of unique. A lot of people have curly hair and a lot of people have straight hair, but kind of this like weird wave is very, very interesting. And also if you do it like up near your roots, as high as you can get, your hair will have so much volume. And right now what I did right here is I just kind of took strands and did it. But if you were to do your whole hair, you would have so much volume. It just gives your hair a lot of life and character and volume. And definitely straightening out the ends kind of gives it like an edgier look, and so I really like it. Definitely something that I still use to this day. Moving on to, this is going to be the last one, and this is, as you can tell, another one of my favorite ones to do, and it is a lot kind of curlier look. So whereas this one's on like the straight wave, this one's a lot kind of curlier of wave. And to do this, obviously, as you may have guessed, I used a curling iron. This is just a Remington no clamp curling iron. You can get it at any drugstore. And pretty much what I do, let me grab a piece. Grab a piece of hair. I'll do a little longer one. Here we go. And this one has heat settings. I have mine to about 320. Not super hot. If you do have it too hot, it's just going to curl your hair. And if you have it, you know, too low, it's just going to, I mean, you're just going to have to leave it on your hair longer. So, I mean, it's really, you'll kind of have to play with it. But what I do is I just wrap it around my hair, just like this. And I don't leave it for very long at all and let it go. And it just creates a beautiful curl, or kind of a wave. And so that's kind of how I got, this is a fuller, like wavier look versus this one. And this is just one of my favorite ones to do as well. Here's kind of an overview of the whole head, and it looks really cute. But so yeah, that's kind of how I got this look, and I hope this helps you out with getting beachy waves. Thanks, bye.